Imagine it's the year 2035. You head to your workstation where you're a coder for various things. Your assistant? An AI agent that can write the code for you in a fraction of the time. Your role? Deciding which tweaks need to be made. Or maybe it's there to hand you a termination letter. Welcome back to AI Thought Leaders. Today, let's explore the likely scenarios of how AI will impact the future of the workforce. And stick around to find what careers you might consider pursuing to thrive in a world powered by AI. We've gone through the most recent research to find the answer for you, so let's get started. If we look at this research paper, this study, or this one, the scientists always discuss different scenarios. That's because it's impossible to predict the future when things are changing so quickly. Let's explore two different scenarios together that are backed by science. Scenario 1. AI is the ultimate coworker. In this scenario, set in the year 2040, AI is more powerful than ever. It gives advice to your doctor, helps generate 3D models for video game developers, and designs entire skyscrapers in real time. But here's the twist. AI never fully replaces human intelligence. It's brilliant, but empathy remains a human superpower. While the AI detects cancer faster and more accurately than any human, the doctor's still there to review the assessment, give personal treatment, or in a worst-case scenario, a heart transplant. The AI assisting game developers in building 3D models does a great job of speeding up the process, but it's prone to errors and only gives you general results. The developers are there for the extra taste and a little bit of fine-tuning. Marketing teams can cover more ground thanks to AI monitoring market trends so they can sell more products and better understand their target audience. But they still have to double-check so the company doesn't lose money or hurt its public image. In this scenario of relatively slow progress in AI and robot development, there'll still be a lot of jobs that disappear. And this brings us to what jobs are likely to be replaced in 15 years. For starters, we know for sure two are on the way out. Cashiers are one of the roles. Stores like Walmart, Costco, Home Depot, and many others have begun using self-checkout systems and reduced the number of cashiers to just 2. But can these last surviving cashiers also be replaced? Probably not, because you still need employees who monitor the store and help customers. This example shows very well that automation has its limitations. On the other hand, truck drivers should quickly pursue a different career, as a staggering number of over 3 million truck drivers are predicted to lose their jobs by 2030. That's around 50%. Let's take a step back and look at the examples that are not so obvious. Which kind of jobs are the most likely to be destroyed by 2035 or 2040? Generally speaking, work that's done by hand and is very repetitive is the easiest to replace. Think of a robot cleaning the floor instead of a human. But also, cognitive jobs will be destroyed if they involve a lot of repetition and routine. Generative AI agents can replace journalists and write entire articles. Not these kinds of reporters, they'll be safe. Under the same categories, we have computer programmers. They already have a hard time competing with ChatGPT. Entry-level programming jobs are at imminent risk as AI becomes more proficient in structured coding tasks. Here's another example. Graphic designers are becoming obsolete. AI-generated visuals from tools like DALL-E and Lensa replace human designers, especially for quick, budget-friendly content. But let's listen to the words of the CEO of OpenAI, Sam Altman. He says that job loss won't be a problem.
A lot of jobs will go away. A lot of jobs will just change dramatically. But we have always been really good at figuring out new things to do and ways to occupy ourselves and status games or ways to be useful to each other. And I'm not a believer that ever runs out.
Now, that's easy to say for a billionaire who's invested in dozens of tech startups. But to be fair, he does have a point. Whenever technology destroys jobs, it also creates new jobs. Consider job titles like commercial drone pilot, multi-cloud engineer, or esports professional. Nobody in the year 2000 would have predicted those. This future's been predicted by science until 2022. AI improves in some narrow areas, like cancer detection or image generation, and then the curve flattens. However, the most recent AI breakthroughs indicate a much faster evolution. Right now, the industry's racing from chatbots to AI agents. These large action models will be able to take autonomous actions in the world. That sounds simple, but it changes everything. If such systems can control apps, reply to emails, and take actions on their own, that's essentially the work of an average office job. Some of you might be wondering, is this even possible? ChatGPT has already released such a feature. Despite the current breakthrough, it still has many limitations. Just think about the progress that'll be happening in the next 10 years, and you understand the concern. Let's explore this bad scenario we all have to be concerned about. Scenario 2. AI replaces most jobs. In 2050, AI doesn't just outperform humans, it does everything better and faster. Cursors move across computer screens with inhuman speed. AI not only creates Word documents and PowerPoint slideshows like it already can, it also runs ad campaigns, calls customers, and builds apps out of thin air. A world where millions of white-collar jobs are no longer needed. AI could do most tasks more efficiently and faster than most humans. Need a stock market analysis with the expertise of McKinsey? Done in 5 minutes from your couch. Formulate a legal contract? AI's got you covered. But also, manual labor isn't safe. Humanoid robots have made incredible progress during the past 5 years. You can check out our most recent video on humanoid robots, where we go into all the details. Humanoid robots are resilient. The average person works 240 8-hour days annually. Humanoid robots can operate up to 20 hours daily for over 350 days annually, requiring downtime only for maintenance and charging. A research paper by Goldman Sachs predicts that the global market for humanoid robots could reach $38 billion by 2035. Exponential growth is predicted for the years after that, replacing most low-skilled jobs. The global investment giant Morgan Stanley predicts 1 billion humanoid robots by 2050, potentially replacing the same number of human jobs. With a Unitree robot already matching the annual cost of minimum wage in the US, this price will continue to fall as robot factories scale up. All these stunning predictions aside, we must also speak about the shortcomings of robots. Yes, they learn and improve very fast, but even in this extreme scenario, they won't be able to destroy all manual jobs. Fixing a specific part of a complex machine or assuring the security of an aircraft turbine, such tasks that require years to master can only be done by highly skilled workers and not by robots. It should stay this way for the decades to come. Still, all of this automation will replace lots of jobs. A brand new analysis by the International Monetary Fund states that almost 40% of global employment is exposed to AI. This could lead to a dangerous dynamic where unemployment skyrockets faster than any system can respond. In this scenario, social unrest would grow as people feel abandoned and replaced. They wouldn't just lose their income, but purpose. Sounds dystopian, right? But luckily, this isn't the most probable outcome. Doing work is more than just the cold execution of a to-do list. As technology reduces the cost of some tasks, the value of remaining tasks increases, particularly soft skills like creativity, common sense, and communication. Most importantly, AI can't replace genuine human interaction. Teachers who motivate kids, doctors who build trust with their patients. And this brings us now to high-demand jobs by 2050. A staggering 36% of US citizens think they'll lose their jobs because of AI within the next 5 years. With such big uncertainties, it's important to consider a plan B to be prepared. But what careers have a bright future? Science can give us some good answers. During the past decades, we could observe that non-routine jobs became much more important. This trend will only speed up in the next few years, because AI can only handle problems that are easy to predict. Just replying to emails or managing Excel sheets all day? That won't cut it anymore. On the other hand, jobs that require creativity, critical thinking, and emotional intelligence will thrive. No matter how things turn out, one thing is certain: there will be huge shifts in the job market, and many people will be caught off guard. However, it's important to keep in mind that this is not a new phenomenon. The scale may simply be different. In the end, my advice is to focus on the opportunities rather than the dangers. With online education being just a click away, new careers are closer than you think. And also, don't forget to have some fun along the way. Thanks for thinking big with me today. It took a very long time to do all the research. If you want to see more videos of this type, please leave a comment or drop a like. Your support means a lot to me. Stay inspired, stay bold, and I'll see you on the front lines of AI innovation.